Hey, y'all. Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's see if this works. We are on the last of our trying to make sure we got this whole thing together to be ready for our very, very exciting interview. So, what better way to get ready for a sniff event than to sniff some stuff? So, let's see who's here. Everybody, come on, come on, come on. Mm. So I finally finished CLE, y'all. That was a mess. It took me forever because you would think that I would not do it at the last minute, but why would I not do something at the last minute? That's really the truth. Because that's what we do. And don't tell nobody that's what lawyers do because we're not supposed to let you know that that's what lawyers do. But I don't do it until I absolutely have to. Hey, Miss Laura Good, how you doing this fine Wednesday afternoon? Okay. Because we are determined that we are going to have this so together. Miss Katie Bowman, how you doing, baby? How you doing? Here's Jazz.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, I was going to say, don't tell me you all froze. Oh, I
Oh,
meant to see whether or not my new microphone was going to work, the one that I had for this computer. I forgot, but I see yours and it made me think of it.
hi. How's it going?
Good. I finally finished my CLEs.
Oh, I have so
I,
much to do. I can't even tell you. There's
I
so
know.
many.
Well, so it's crazy. So yesterday, when the other day when Justin used the microphone, it was super loud, and now you're not.
Okay.
So can y'all hear her? So Trey Wimberly, that is actually a fallacy. We don't do coffee anymore, baby. So what you do now when you need to reset your scent is you sniff yourself. So like this.
Or
Mm, your hair, something that you're used to, and it resets your senses so you actually don't have to pull out the coffee because coffee has such a distinct smell itself. So these are the kind of things that you learn when you hang out over here in the sense soiree. I'm sorry, in the aroma
aroma
affair.
affair.
That's right, I forgot. We are officially the aroma affair.
Yes, that's so
Yes, there you
fancy.
go, Trey. We trying to, and I'm glad to see you here, because Trey, Polo Wembley, one of my stylish male friends, and he's like, Polo down to the socks. Was I think formerly a store rep for Polo, I think. And just like made that entirely part of his persona with making sure that the men out here had them some swag. And one of the things that he was doing was making sure that they all were scented properly. So that's how
Okay.
his scent journey, as I know it began. And sometimes we flip back and forth, and he tells me about the new scents that he's come across. And I always like to hear it. So I'm glad to see you here with us today. Very importantly, we are having an interview this Saturday, y'all.
Yes.
Saturday at noon. And
Eastern
we've
time.
been talking about it for so long, and I think y'all just don't know how big of a deal that this interview is. For those of you who don't know, that we are interviewing Lorenzo Pazaglia on Saturday at noon. I got to make sure I get it right. Saturday at noon. We will be here. We'll be on Facebook. We're going to be on YouTube and officially on TikTok. So thank you all. We'll officially be on TikTok. We still didn't get Instagram up and running, but I'm still working on it. Who knows? Maybe we have it together before Saturday. Because, it's really sad that we are so low budget that I am the producer, I guess. Am I the producer? Jess, don't tell me you done froze.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Okay, there you go. No, well, I was like, well, you didn't laugh at me being the producer. I'm like,
Oh,
wait a minute, her
well,
mouth
because
didn't move.
I'm just like, it's better you than me at this point. So,
Because I feel at like this point, I'm like, ooh, cut the camera. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I,
It's really bad.
this whole being the producer, the writer, the everything is like yeah, it's something else. So
Yes. So
we
I'm the
all being
producer.
stretched.
Jess is in charge of special guest.
Yeah. Yeah, we all got our roles to play, and I think we're outside of our we're stretched. We're being stretched, as my mom would like to say.
And then we all take turns as the interviewer. We're gonna post the account on TikTok. Literally, Katie, I got the authority to go live on TikTok literally 20 minutes ago, and that's when I called Jess, because you know you got to hit so many followers. So thanks to y'all, we hit the number, and so we were finally able to go live on TikTok. So we're gonna do that. First, I just have to do a live, and then we got to figure out how we can connect it. But we wanted to come here first. And Trey, no, baby. See, you're not paying attention. He's like Joe Masop for those high-end scents at a discount price. You clearly are not paying attention, Mr. Trey Wembley. Because we've been trying to tell you we can beat them prices anytime. Here, you got some of the best discounters in the land. You got one looking right at you. We have a whole trusted sellers list in our group. And I mean, not only are we getting, here's my gritty. Here's some mind games. Here's some Aaron Terrence Hughes. Here's some Latade. I can't never say Laurence or whatever it is. Yeah, here you go. We got here's some Passion Island by May Bishu. That's right. We got RDZ perfumes, and of course, the star of the hour, some Lorenzo Pazaglia. Hey, we even got the real Middle Eastern connects. This ain't the Latafas for $29.99. These the bona fide Arabian ouds directly from the Middle East. We got you, baby. Tell us what you're looking for, and we got you. And we ain't just talking about the old stuff. I got the new stuff too, because I got an Eladaria box sitting around here that I haven't even really opened yet. So, the stuff you done heard of, the stuff you ain't heard of. You want some MFK, you want some Zerjov, you want some ultra niche, because that's what we do around here. We do the ultra niche super exclusives. And that's where Lorenzo Pazaglia comes in. So that was a good roundabout for that. So I just want you to know, yeah, we got some hitters. So, anything you're looking for, Trey, we got you. You want some Tom Ford, you want some MFK, you want some PDM, but more importantly, you want that ultra niche. Do you want to smell like champagne and bubblegum? Because I do. We got you. What? Wait a minute. You want the hottest, newest from some of the best black-owned perfumers? We got you. You want to watch interviews and you want to know all about them and where they get their inspiration and what they think that the trends are going to be and what we need to smell like? We got you. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you want some Kajal, Trey? Well, let me just help you right on out, baby. You want some Kajal? Keep talking, Jess.
Well, I was just going to open up this closet. I really don't know if anybody can see, but I got some stock in here.
I'm looking at my Kajal. I don't know where's that.
Do we want Bodicea Discovery sets?
Yeah, do you know about Bodicea? Do you know about Bodicea? Do you know that Bodicea is actually a black-owned brand? We're gonna tell you all about that. It was started by, but baby, the Kajal, here you go. This is the super secret the scented necklace that they give you that goes along with the fragrance. Because somewhere around here, I got the newest, latest Ruby. I don't know where she at though, because I'm supposed to be like moving stuff.
And
so whatever it is you looking for, we got it. Oh, do I get sexism finally? Is it finally my turn?
Yes. And how about when I own the whole world's supply and no one else has
it? I know, right? Nobody else has it. Nobody else has it. So I'm looking for, but personally myself, Trey, I have the newest Ruby that just came out. I have Iacon, I have Lamar, I have, what else I got?
We have signed bottles.
Yes, signed bottles from the perfumers. They have not even hit stateside. These are the first ones in the United States. So we out here. Whatever you looking for, Trey, we got you. And it's Mother's Day. We've been trying to tell y'all it's Mother's Day, but y'all ain't trying to pay attention. Y'all ain't trying to hear me, though. Y'all ain't trying to hear me, though.
Anyway, we have everything that you or your mother needs.
So anyway, but we're here today because we are coming to talk about Lorenzo Pazaglia perfumes. And I got to figure out how we're going to work this light with this fabulous. This right here was perfume of the year 2024, Sangria. Yay.
Twinning.
Yes, twinning. And she is exactly that. She is fruits out in the sun. That's what it is. It's just fruit out in the sun. And I mean, you're gonna smell like a whole, fruit basket on your head walking around with that. And the men gonna come to you just like bees to honey, baby. I don't know. The women gonna flock to you because who don't like a good smelling man? I'm just saying that's the way that goes. But yeah, so so we got you. But more importantly, Trey, we're gonna teach you about the new stuff too. So what we decided to step on here and tell you about is kind of like our Lorenzo Pazaglia origin story.
Mm-hmm.
And to talk to you about our personal gifts from Lorenzo. And we're gonna be ready. Hey, Michaela. Who don't love sangria, baby? Who don't love sangria?
Hi, Michaela.
And Trey Wimberly, there you go. Michaela, hold up that bottle, baby. Hold up that bottle.
Hold on.
So Trey, we're so good at this. Michaela is the owner and brand that is Michaela Mazzetti Perfumes. And these are her 2 cents. Breathe Me and Pop Me, right? That was Pop Me.
Yes, and then Lick Me. I'm waiting for it. I should be getting UPS at the door any time now.
So we're very, very excited. Michaela did a fabulous interview for us, and now she's our girlfriend. She's just our girlfriend. We just love her, and we love her at least almost as much as we love her fragrances.
Maybe a little bit more, depending on.
So we are here. I have my tester strips because you got to have those, and I got my fragrances. So let's start off our journey into Pazaglia. So Jess and I, as you know, we went to Scent Explorer. We had a foursome, and the foursome is the foursome in the picture above. That is our banner, and that is myself, Jess, Justin, the 2 olfactory outlaws, and we've got Sharva Vasavada. And I always forget from the Scent Bros. Okay. Mm-hmm. The first shipment is the first shipping came yesterday. She got a box yesterday, and they say there's a box out today, Michaela. They say there is. We tried to wait for this, but it didn't come in, and nobody had time later to do a live. So, these shipping people just don't know that we got other stuff to do.
Maybe by the time, maybe while we're still talking, it'll come.
So we went to Scent Explorer, and strike that. Let's back up. So you all know that how I actually met Jess was in one of these here fragrance groups. And Jess and Justin, the Olfactory Outlaws, they are the originators of the mystery scent boxes. And that's what I'm going to call the mystery scent boxes, which is you do a survey for them, you talk to them, you match personalities, you agree to a budget, and then they will scent you to introduce you to some new houses, maybe outside of your scope, not typical things that you would go for, so that you can expand your scent profile. And I found out your second customer.
Yes.
So, and but I was not just a second customer. I was the first customer that agreed to absolutely do a mystery order. Like, here you go. This is the budget. Because I'm like that. I'm adventurous like that. Y'all might not know that. I'm adventurous.
She might not jump out of a plane, but she will just throw money at you and let you do things with it for her.
Well, I mean, that's true, because why should I do anything when somebody else will do it? I learned that from my mama. Don't, your time is valuable. Pay people for that, so you can take a nap. So anyway, I was in love with the idea and we just became fastest friends, Jess and I. And that was in April of 2024. Wow, see, I actually know what that was. And then in July of 2024, we became travel business partners.
Mm-hmm.
And then in August of 2024, I had to go to Florida, and she was like, just come stay with me. And I mean, the craziness that this is, I literally, y'all, I just went and let some white woman pick me up at the airport that I ain't never seen before and went to go stay with her. Now, y'all know I be trying to tell you that, I do worry they be trying to kill me, but I had the bestest time, and now I got all these new besties. That's when I met Justin. And that is when I met Kim, her friend. Oh my God, we had a whole bar crawl down the docks, like down the shore, I guess it's the shoreline, because they had been fixing it. Hey, DJ. Yes, we're out here because we're getting ready for our big interview on Saturday. We're very excited. So, yeah, we had, and that is when I was introduced to Justin's 400 fragrances. And I mean, I was introduced to it for 4 days. For 4 days, he's like, "No, but you got to smell this. Wait, but you got to smell that." I was so tired of smelling stuff.
Like 400 full bottles. That wasn't all the other things we have in our personal scent library.
Yes, this was not. These were not the samples and the test. We didn't get that far. We was too tired. Okay, but a new perfumer that they introduced me to was somebody I'd never heard of. And I actually went all the way back so that I could make sure that I had my very first introduction to Pazaglia perfumes. I had my original Olfactory Outlaws sample.
Aww.
I went all the way back, girl. I took it back.
I would thought you would have let that go by now.
No. So there were two, because I had never heard of Lorenzo Pazaglia. Okay. Never heard of it. I mean, how would I hear of that, right? So, wait a minute. And it is right here. And it is Lorenzo Pazaglia Narcotics Citron. And then my second one was Sexy. Is that right? Sexy. That was my second. And then I had Summer Hammer. Mm-hmm. Those were my introductions to Lorenzo Pazaglia. And they were also my introduction to the Italian perfumery, because prior to that, they were fragrances, they were brands that I had heard of, but I just wasn't familiar with. These were totally out of the box, except for Goldfield and Banks, which I had also never heard of, but had access to at Perfumology once you introduced me. And it turned into an absolute love and a journey. So now we can fast forward to Scent Explorer. So now we go from August, having never met each other, to then me inviting them to come stay with me. So everybody should come stay with me in New Jersey. And all three of them came. So Sharva and Jess and Justin, they came to New Jersey, much to my chagrin. He's like, "Who are these people?" I'm like, "It's going to be fine. I met them on the internet."
Well, when you put it that way, it kind of does sound a little funny.
It's gonna be fine. I met them on the internet. It's absolutely safe. Your mama and your child are in here. We're all gonna be fine. And it was. So we headed on up to Scent Explorer in New York. And on day 2, wasn't day 1.
It was day 1.
It was day 1. Mm-hmm. We met the legend that is Lorenzo Pazaglia. So let me tell y'all about Lorenzo, so y'all not too shocked, because you're going to see. First of all, if you ain't met an Italian, that's every bit of an Italian. Down to his super sharp, gray haircut. And, he's 2 feet tall to me, but he's like a giant, if that makes sense. Y'all know what I'm talking about. People who extend beyond their stature. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know I'm not crazy. Come on, tell me you know what I'm talking about. Tell me you know what I'm talking about. Because sometimes, like I know I had a friend, and everybody used to call him Big Man all the time, and he wasn't but 5'7". He just carried himself like he was the giant in the room. You know what I'm talking about? And that was Pazaglia. He was definitely the giant in the room. He was up for fragrance of the year. We knew that, sangria. But he didn't want to talk about that. He wanted to talk about everything else. What did he talk to you about, Jess?
Well, I wanted to ask him how he got started, and he told me that he'd been in it for 10 years and he just absolutely loved every bit of it. And it was art to him, it was romance to him, it was all of these things. But really, what he wanted was to spray his new stuff on me. And he
Yep.
couldn't wait to spray me down to see what I thought. And
He
I was
could have
like,
cared less about
yeah,
what we owned already. Because, a lot of times they're like, what do you own? What's your symbol? You know what? I don't care about you. I want you to smell what I want you to smell, and I want you to smell like what I want you to smell like. That is Lorenzo Pazaglia.
yeah,
And you will love it because I made it. And
pretty
we
much.
did. And we did. But
Yeah.
on top of that, child, when I said that he's every bit the Italian, when he walked over and kissed my hand and rubbed my hand and turned my wrist over, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm here for it. And then he just started spraying me with stuff. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we doing. Okay. It was really kind of sensual. It was really kind of like almost a little bit embarrassing. Like, okay. Because it really was like that. Like the hand touch was like, okay. And then he turned me into a stalker. Because he sprayed me down with this scent that has haunted me since December 2024. So he gave us a little bag. You got your little bag?
No, I can't find it. I don't know what Justin did with it.
So, and that's the thing. Everybody didn't get a little bag. So this was not like Scent Explorer and they just put it in there and you just had your bag of stuff. It wasn't like that. He personally went through, and I think he had like 20 perfumes out there. It might have been more.
Yeah, I don't know how many.
And he chose what he wanted each of us to smell like. So we didn't get the same stuff. It wasn't just, this is the bag that he has and this is what you're getting. No. It wasn't like that. So, at every other one of the counters, it was, this is what I have to give away. No. Pazaglia himself talked to you and then told his assistants, because he had a lot of people there, what to give you. I want her to have A, B, C, D, E, F, G fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you got. And he said to me, you're going to love it. And then he said again, but I have, this top secret scent. It's only a week into testing.
Yeah, I think it was 11 days.
Yes.
11 days, yeah.
Into testing. I think I'm going to release it in the spring, but I don't know. There are two. It might be the other one. I don't know. But tell me what you think. And it was the creamiest yet brightest, like super like tonic, like rainbow dry down scent. Like I saw color. I smelled cream and sugar, and it was and I can't say it was milk. It was more creamy than like lactonic, right? And the sugar was like almost burnt. It wasn't a bright sugar. It wasn't like caramelized sugar either. And they were fruity, but think like Italian fruits, more like vine ripened fruit than like than like Florida citrus fruit. And this thing is just amazing. And then we're all like, well, what's it called? And then we're all like trying to write it down and trying to remember, because remember, he told us that he didn't know, was it going to be that one or the other one that was going to be released in the spring.
If it made the cut at all, because there was a chance that it might not make it.
If it made that part too. If it made the cut at all. Because I mean, apparently he's just, literally out here doing everything, doing the most, absolutely the most, and trying to make decisions, a lot of based on like reactions, what people were giving him back, what they were saying. It was really interesting.
Oh, I'm gonna go check. I think UPS might
Oh,
be here.
wait a minute. We got a package, y'all. We got a package.
Hold on.
Who's here with me? I'm still talking. She's going. Who's still here with me? Because that's the problem. That's the only thing that I don't like about the going live here. When we go on all the platforms is that I don't get the notifications. It'll be like literally, and that's why we're always like on our phones and stuff, because that gives it to you faster than anything else. So we're always trying to see what you guys are asking us, what's going on. Um, Making sure I'm here. That it was really all about you know what it is that he sees as where his brand is going. Okay. And we waited and we waited, and March came, because that's when he told us it was going to be. March came, nothing. And then we started hearing like rumblings in the community that there was going to be a new Pazaglia. It was left at that, but we still didn't know what the Pazaglia was. It was just going to be a new Pazaglia. And then our friends over at Parfum X sent a package, just like they're doing now. Because I'm sure, no, actually, I think this one's is actually from Michaela, and sent a package, and there was a tag with a note for me. These were the first and second samples of Lorenzo Pazaglia pink milk to hit the shores of the United States. And I like screamed with joy when they called me that they had come in, because there were none here in stateside. And this sounds like it's a big box because it's just taking forever. So I don't talk to me about what y'all doing out here, because I don't want to miss the unveiling of pink milk. Okay. And
give me a second. I'll be right back.
Was it the box? No.
Yes, but give me a second. I'm gonna come back in a minute.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay. There you go. And so they were the first to hit the shores, and we were so excited, so excited, so excited. And I sprayed it exactly once, because I don't know about you, but when I get a fragrance and I really love it, I want to wear it all the time. I want to wear it until I wear it to death. So like today, I wanted to jump up and put on R&B again, but I did not, because we were trying to wait to open these boxes today. So I was like, I can't waste my juice. I can't waste my juice. But that's what I wanted to do so badly today, was to spray out the pink milk. But instead, I had to be at CLE. Y'all done heard about me in these daggone CLEs, right? Y'all know I keep having to do CLE, right? Y'all do know that, because it sucks. So CLE is continuing education for lawyers. And we have to make sure that we can meet the requirements so that we can all like successfully service you all. That's the goal here. So that we can all successfully service you. Now, I don't know how well we do with that. Where did it go? Oh, I thought I lost it. Sorry. Well, I'll just say, so that we can successfully service you as attorneys. So we have to make sure that we do so many ethical things to make sure that we're not like stealing your money, and also making sure that we're not drunks. There was a lot of paying attention to the almost 35% of attorneys who have some kind of substance abuse problem, be it gambling, drugs, or alcohol. And there are a couple of sex ones too. So
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, we're here. Laura, most people have never tried anything from the house. So you are not alone. You are not alone, but that's okay, because we're going to make sure that we are educated. So we're going to take a break from Lorenzo Pazaglia, and we're going to open this box, because y'all got started, and we know some people in here that want this stuff in this box.
Yeah, Michaela, is she still on? She just messaged me.
I hit a child. She hit child, so I think that she's gone.
All right. Well, she just was messaging me saying, "Hey, I think it's here."
Oh, because that's when she said delivered, and I was like, that was the first box. No, she was talking about this one. Yay! So anybody who ordered anything, let's go. It's the big reveal, and we're gonna come back. Katie, thank you. I do. I like. I love what I do because I do feel like I'm helpful to people. As I say to everybody, nobody needs a lawyer on their best day. You know, when you go see a lawyer, you got a problem, be it a good problem or a bad problem. You might have just got your record deal, right? And but you need somebody to deal with them contracts, and then you're still worried because you don't want to get screwed over. Okay, you go see a family lawyer. Your family breaking apart. You go see wills in the states. You worrying about what the future look like for generations. So I mean, you never see us on your best day. So it's very mentally draining, and that's why there are so many alcoholics and drug addicts and gamblers, because we're also supposed to always be stoic and handle it with a face of grace.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready.
Well, he's not here right now, but the first thing that came is actually for Justin.
What was it?
I probably let him deal with it, but he's got a shirt, a lick me shirt.
No. Why did he get a lick me shirt?
But the best part is, it's signed. It says for Justin, because he had said, he wanted a shirt or something because he couldn't have a Michaela tattoo like she tattooed Marco.
Uh-huh. Yes, I remember.
So she signed a shirt for him and said for Justin. So Justin has his own lick me shirt.
Well, Justin ain't watching, so we don't. So it's fine.
But hey, we got another lick me shirt.
That must be for you.
I don't know. And another one.
The black one's for me.
So we got some shirts. That's cute. All right. We got more Pop Me.
Yes. But where those lick me's? Because these people about to die.
I know. I got a caviar rosé.
I don't know who has or who has not smelled this caviar rosé. I'm still back and forth whether or not it's this or the Vigliano, but I think it's really the caviar rosé. I think it's easy to wear in all situations.
More Pop Me. Sorry, Justin is the unboxer. More Pop Me.
We know. But and he told us that we were going to get the inferior experience tomorrow. He did tell us that. In those words, he said, So
I have a package. I have a gift. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know what it is.
But it says for Jess.
Yes.
Yay!
So what people might not realize is, when I'm setting up these interviews, it's a lot of time invested, and by the time we actually get them on camera,
we're friends.
I feel like we're already friends. And then when you're facilitating like a large group order like this, and tackled in a group order is a new release, and so it's dropping at a different time, and it's we've got customs and FDA and all these new things. So I'm talking to her every day, all day, and it's been really, really fun. So I have a whole new friend. I've never heard of this before, but I did see her.
I'm sure it's from her boutique. Don't forget, she has a boutique.
She does. I saw her do an Instagram video on this, and she had like a face mask, and it looks like baklava is what I think it smells like, but it's called roulette.
You're breaking up. Yep. So there's a part of Justin's house that for some reason don't like nobody. The Wi-Fi don't like nobody. We're gonna have to put an extender over there because it happens sometimes. It won't even let us go live, as a matter of fact. Come out and come back in, Jess. Yep, she's got to come back in. Oh, anyway, so I was saying, so you never see anybody on their best day. And as a result, we kind of eat that stress, and we're always stressed out. I mean, how many times I've been on here and I told y'all I'm exhausted? Yeah, because that's generally my life. I'm somewhere just being exhausted and, trying to put a good face on it. There's a lot of being exhausted and trying to put good. Yes, Katie, that's right. It is mentally draining because I take everybody's problems with me to bed, and I wake up with them in the middle of the night, and in the morning too. But like I said, I love what I do because when the results come in and they're favorable for my client, you see how you done change your life with be that money, be that custody, be that divorce, be that contract. Nothing better. It really is nothing better. Even when I'm on the defense side and I see that I've worked it out in their favor, that they know that they're ready to put this tragedy behind them, it's always a good thing. So go ahead.
Sorry about that.
Part 2 came in. Hey, Justin.
Yeah, we don't have much time. We have to get going.
I know. Go.
Where did my knife go?
And we still didn't smell this pink milk.
What'd you say?
I still didn't spray it because I was waiting on you.
Well, you can spray it while I get this open.
So what I challenge you guys to do who are on here is we would love if you research the house a little bit. Hit up Lorenzo Pazaglia perfumes.com or parfums.com. Hit up Fragrantica. Learn a little bit about the house. Learn about the philosophy of the house. Learn about his journey because we'd love to be able to ask him some great questions. But also, he has decided he's not going to rely on an interpreter. He's going to do it himself. So that means that we have to be a little bit more succinct with our questions. And we're going to ask, hey, can you send them in? Send them in to me. Send them in to lick me finally.
Lick me's here.
Send them in to myself, to Jess, to Justin, to Heather. Just make sure that we have them. Post them. We have a post going online. Is that finally my Breathe Me? I have been waiting on this forever. I love that scent.
We have lots of Breathe Me, lots of Lick Me.
So one thing that I didn't show you guys on the live from yesterday, and I apologize, I just got home from work, so that's why I look like this, is we showed you that she signed the outside of the box, and I told you that it wasn't going to be wrapped. What I didn't show you is that the bottles are also signed.
Ooh!
She took the time to actually sign all of the individual really bottles as well. So you get the signature on the box and the signature on the bottle.
That's really cool because I love to get my bottles signed, but then I got to be so careful with them because God forbid you got some oil on your hand and then you done destroyed it. That's my problem on Bala Rouge. I have to be so careful with it because I don't want it to fade.
The ink off.
So yeah,
raspberry, strawberries, lychee, rose, peonia, cassis cream, cherry vanilla, pink pralines. Michaela, I'm jealous. You gonna send
Michaela back on?
Yes.
Hi, Michaela.
I'm telling you what it is. Roulette, Rosa di Balakava. Is that
baklava? Something leaked.
It's 2 L's in there though. Baklava has 2 L's.
Something leaked here.
We do have something did leak. There's 2 bottles that are completely saturated.
Yeah. Oh, it broke.
Oh, this one broke.
Well, I got it. It's all over the place. So the glass, I don't know, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is broken.
Is it a Lick Me?
It is a Lick Me.
Of course it is.
Yeah. The whole glass, the whole bottle is shattered in here. So I don't really think it has ruined. I think the box absorbed most of it, but you see how dark the green is? Mm-hmm. I think the box acted like a sponge.
Well, that's good.
It did get on some of the bottoms of some of these other boxes, it looks like, though.
This one, the box is water or stained, but this bottle is not broken. The writing is a little bit off.
Yeah, it ate the...
But this one's intact.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So there's a Breathe Me that's... The box is shot.
Sell that one to me.
And the signatures are both shot.
That's fine. Send that one to me.
Because here, I can show you. See how it ate the ink?
It's okay. Send that one to me. Make sure that everybody else got their stuff intact. That's fine. Send that one to me. Don't bother trying to replace it, Michaela. Just send that one to me.
All right, we're gonna continue going through all this.
This
We
one's
gotta
shot. That box is shot.
yeah. We are gonna deal with this offline. But you guys have a great night. We gotta get going. We're gonna figure out where we're at with all this, and then we'll get with everybody individually, and get tracking out where we can.
Oh, this bottle's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, come on out. I'm gonna just finish up, and we're gonna get a sniff of this here pink milk, and get on with our day. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
So, so that's one of the things, right? You gotta understand. This is like we're dealing with serious international shipping. Stuff happens, right? It just happens. But that's okay. We know that we have great relationships and great sellers and great vendors, and we're not worried about it. It just might take us a little bit longer to no, Michaela, they're gonna follow up. They're gonna follow up. So some of the stuff we're gonna follow up with it. It's gonna be fine. We'll figure it out. So here's my pink milk, because now I can finally still makes me happy. I think he's changed a little bit because she's more lactonic on the opening now. She's creamier. It's not just a dry down. So she's more linear in that I'm getting it all right at the pop. It's going to change, but before it was, I got the fruits up top, then I got the cream. I really smell all the components at one time. This is as beautiful as I remember, y'all. This is truly as beautiful as I remember, and she was well worth the wait. Just like those of you who are waiting on your Michaela Mazzetti's, worth the wait, y'all. It's just worth the wait. So I'm going to say bye to y'all, because now we got to figure this out. But we know everything is going to be good, okay? Thank you.